Yo, what's up? Welcome back to another quick Flutter tutorial. In this one, I'm going to show you how to implement push notifications for iOS using Flutter and OneSignal. So all the instructions that we need is actually on the OneSignal documentation, so I will link that below. But let's go through this together and I'll show you how to set it up. Step 1 is to have a OneSignal account. And let's click New App. I'm just going to call it Push Nerdy Tutorial, and we're going to set up both Google and iOS. So firstly, I'm just going to set up the Google one real quick. You can see we need to upload this service account JSON. So if you go to your Firebase projects, let's create a new project here called Push Nerdy Tutorial. You can call it whatever you want, and let's just create this. Now, if you go to your project settings and you go to your service accounts, just click on this generate new private key and then it will download something. And if you come back to OneSignal, then we can upload what we just downloaded. Let's hit save and continue. And then now let's click on Flutter. And you can see this is the important information, your app ID. So we're going to use this later on. Now click done and let's go back to the documentation. Cool. Now if I go to the iOS requirements, now the main thing here is we need to get a P8 authentication token or a P12 push notification certificate. Now I'm just going to click on the P12 one and let's just follow these instructions. Now it's important to note, when it comes to iOS, you have to have a paid Apple developer account. And if you intend on publishing your app to the App Store at all, then you are going to need this paid developer Apple account anyway. So that's the main requirement that you'll need. So if you log on to your Apple developer account, let's go to identifiers and we're going to register an app ID. And let's scroll down and get the push notifications. And for this, we need to know what the bundle ID for our app is. So if I just come over here, I created a new Flutter project. And if you go to Xcode and you open up in this Flutter project and you go to iOS, then let's open the runner.xcode workspace file. And this is where you should be able to see your bundle ID. So each app has its own bundle identifier. And so when you publish your app, you're going to need to specify your unique bundle ID. So I'm just going to use my one. So that's going to be my bundle ID. And let's just give it a short description. Now the next step is to generate a push certificate. So there's a method 1 which you can do automatically, but I'm actually going to do method 2, which is to create a certificate request manually. So if you go to your keychain and you go to this top left corner and you go to your certificate assistant, we can request a certificate from a certificate authority. And let's put in your email address. And I'm actually going to save to the disk. Let's hit continue. And I'm just going to save it to the desktop. Looks like I had one earlier, so I'm just going to replace it. And make sure in your identifier, we checked off this push notification. Cool, so now let's go to our certificates and create a new certificate. And we want this one, Apple Push Notification Service, the sandbox and production. Let's hit continue. And look for the app that we just created. And we're going to upload our signing request certificate. And that was on my desktop. So just upload that one. And let's hit download. Sweet, now I'm just going to move what I downloaded into my desktop. There it is. And if you just double click it, and we want to open this using the keychain access. So hopefully you have it there. There's my one. So if you just right click this, let's export, and I'm just going to save it to my desktop, and you can create a new password for this one. And it also wants my permission, so this is just going to be the password for my computer. Cool, so now we need to upload this push certificate to OneSignal. So if we come back to OneSignal, we activated the Google, but let's activate the iOS one as well. And you can see here the two different authentication types. We had the P12 certificate, and just upload that one. Cool, and enter your password that you just created. Sweet, and let's click Flutter. And the setting up is done for OneSignal. Great. Now what we need to do is, if I just come back to the documentation, so we did step 1 here with all the requirements for iOS and Android. Now let's go to our pubspec YAML, and we're going to add this dependency in for OneSignal. So go back to our project and go to your pubspec.yaml, and let's add in this dependency package and save it. And if that's all done properly in your main.dart file, you should be able to import OneSignal. There it is. Awesome. Now when it comes to iOS, we still need to have a few more steps to enable the notifications. So let's open Xcode again. And if you go to the top, you can see in the file, let's go new, target. And let's look for push notification, or it's called notification service extension. Now this product name, it has to be exactly this one, OneSignal notification service extension. For this, we want to hit cancel. And the thing you need to check here is just ensure, as it says here, ensure the deployment target is set to the same value as your main application target. So what that means is, if you go to the deployment information, you can see currently I've got it set at 16. Now I'm just going to go a bit lower than that. I'm just going to choose 11. And if I click on my runner, you can see it's 11. So just make sure that everything is set to the same deployment target. Cool, let's close the Xcode project, and in the iOS directory, open the pod file, and we want to add this little snippet of code. So copy this and go to iOS, go to your pod file, and just at the end here, let's just add this bit of code. And at the top, we want to uncomment this line. So I'm going to target the iOS 11, and let's save it. And then if you open up your terminal, let's change our directory to the iOS folder. So we're in this folder now, and hit pod install. Sweet, installation complete. And then the next step is we want to go to this OneSignal notification service extension and this particular file. So we want to copy this entire file here, and you can see on the left hand side, we want this one, the one with the M. And so we're going to replace this entire file with this new code. Next, enable background modes and check remote notification. So if you go to your runner, you can see in the signing and capabilities, you can hit this plus button to add a new capability. So we want the push notification. And one more capability is the background mode. And let's check the remote notifications. Sweet, now I'm just going to skip step 5 for now because that's just Android. Let's go to step 6, initialize the OneSignal SDK. So this one we're going to put in our main.dart file. So again, just copy this. Let's put it in our main.dart file, and this string here is where we want to place our app ID that we got from the beginning. So if you come back to OneSignal, you can get that easily in your keys and IDs, and there it is. So just copy your app ID, and we want to place that into this string. Now there's some more cool things you can do with notifications, but just to make sure it works for us, I'm going to go to step 7, And now we can run our app and we can send ourselves our first notification. Now, one important thing to note, as you can see, it says here, run your app on a physical device to make sure it builds correctly. It doesn't actually work on iOS simulators. It's only going to work on physical devices. So I'm going to plug my real iPhone onto this computer and I'm going to run this Flutter project for my actual device. So that's the iPhone 13 Pro. And just while that's running, if you come back to OneSignal, you can click on this messages tab and let's create a new message. So for the title, I'm just going to call it Flutter app. And let's just give it a little message. So let's just say like, sending you a notification, please work. And if you just scroll down, we can now review and send. So on your physical device, you should see this little pop-up dialog to get your permission to send you notifications. So let's hit allow. And I'm going to close the app. And if you come back to OneSignal, let's hit send message. And you can see there's our notification working. And you can see if you scroll down in your notification center, you should be able to see our first Flutter notification. And that's it. That's how easy it is to implement push notifications. iOS does have a little bit more things that you need to set up compared to Android, but OneSignal makes this process really easy. So I'm a big fan of OneSignal. They make my life so much easier. So now that we got these notifications to work on Android and iOS, maybe in the next few videos, I'll show you how to link it up to some of the other apps I've made on this channel. Like maybe the chat app might be a good idea, or like the social media app that I made on this channel. And we can try to hook it up to OneSignal so that we can get notifications to work. So I'll link all the documentation. If you have any trouble, please read the documentation carefully and try to fiddle around with it yourself. And if you have any questions, just post a comment below and I'll try to come around and help. But thanks for watching and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace!